What's going on, everyone? It's Coach David back with you again to talk about workouts you can do at home with sliders, the relatively inexpensive way to get a really good workout. Midline work with the sliders is definitely one of my favorites, and I bet it's gonna be one of your favorites too, guys, because it's great midline work. Now, taking it to the floor, we're gonna talk about mountain sliders first. Very similar to your mountain climbers. You're gonna get in that same position, and with all these midline positions, I want you to think about pulling the ribs down to the hips, always squeezing the abs as tight as you can, and we're pushing our shoulder blades apart, right? So I'm keeping my spine neutral here. Here's my start position, wrist under the shoulders, foot up, and I'm gonna be driving those knees up, getting that foot back as far as I can every single time. And I'm really flexing my abs right here, but I'm still breathing as I go, right? So those are your mountain sliders. I like to do maybe sets of 50 with 30 seconds to 45 seconds of rest, and then right back into it again for maybe 4 sets. Now, the second thing we're gonna talk about are pikes, slider pikes. A little bit more advanced movement. Hamstring mobility is definitely important here, and I do lack a little bit of it, all right? But we have both feet now on one slider. Again, same position, stomach nice and tight, pushing into the floor. From this push-up position here, we're gonna pull our feet in towards our hands, squeezing that midline nice and tight, and back down. What I don't want you to do is just use your hip flexors and slide in, okay? Lean those shoulders forward, bring the butt up nice and slow, and then control back into that bottom position. In the bottom position, don't drop the hips. Don't get sloppy at the bottom. Now for that one, I only recommend maybe 5 to 8 reps depending on where you're at. And again, focus on good mobility in the hamstrings. Now, the last part, guys, is definitely one of the harder ones, especially when you first start. The focus here, keeping strong core, glutes are tight, legs are tight, midline's tight, pushing away from the body. So both feet on one slider, and you'll need some space for this one. Keep the body tight, and we're gonna walk those hands slowly as we go. I don't want you to turn into a seal and start moving your hips side to side. I don't want the hips to drag. Keep the spine neutral, push into the floor, get a slow walk, and keep those feet in a straight line. If this was a marker, I don't want to have zigzags all the way down the floor. I want that line to be as straight as possible. So use those 3 movements with your sliders, guys. I guarantee they're going to build a strong core and even strong shoulders on a lot of them.